Indeed, it's well, it's quite normal, isn't it, for a star like Adam to get a few extras together and someone's going to shine through, and a young starlet from the video
Thank you,
is here.
Noel. How sweet of you to say so.
Launching you on a career.
Yes, it really did. It opened up a whole new world for me. And in fact, Adam was really responsible for me making this record that I've just done, Where Did They Go? Because while we were doing the video film for Prince Charming, he said to me, you know, why don't you make a record? And I said, well, I don't know, really. I'm an actress. I leave all that kind of thing to the pop world. But it was really Adam that encouraged me to do it. And if it's a success, I shall be ever grateful to him.
So what sort of video? Will it be through the windows, hanging from the chandelier?
My song? Who can say? Who can say?
Well, let's go back to the beginning, because how long have you been in the profession?
35 years. It's terrifying.
Does it feel
I don't even
long?
like saying it. 35 years. It doesn't feel that long. You know, I was saying on the video film there, when we were doing the Prince Charming thing at Shepperton Studios, it was such a strange experience for me to be back there making a video film of that kind with today's young people and today's styles and music and so on, when I had made films like A Kid for Two Farthings and The Long Haul and many, many things that were done in the 50s. It was a very nostalgic time for me, particularly at Shepperton. It's a lovely studio. It's one of my favourite studios. And it really didn't seem possible that it was that long ago. This is something I can never come to terms with. It's the passing of time. I don't mind the passing of time. I mean, I do, but I think we're all as young as we feel, obviously, in here. But it's the question of you can remember, if you've got a very good memory, as I have, you can remember things that happened when you were filming there as if it was last year. And suddenly you think to your horror, my goodness, that's a quarter of a century ago.
Well, we're making you sound very, very old.
I'm beginning to feel very old.
But what about those filming days? I mean, one thing that occurs to me is that there is Adam making videos. They've got tremendous abilities now with videos. Mike Mansfield was saying, let's see yesterday's shot. I mean, something that you can't really do with film. How much have the techniques changed?
Oh, a great deal. For instance, let's see what we've just done, and they can show it back immediately on video. I mean, I think the age that we're living in is so wonderful. I mean, video is a revelation and a revolution.
Would that have altered many of the films of the 50s from Shepperton that much, do you think?
Well, I think it possibly would have done, because in those days, we see, if we did a day's filming, that you would wait until the next day when they would have processed that filming, and then you went to what they called the rushes, meaning that they would rush the scenes through so that we could all sit and watch them, and the director and the editor and everybody else involved would be able to sort of criticise what they'd done. Well, of course, they could have gone on much quicker if they'd had it on video, because they could have seen it immediately, and if they'd made a mistake, corrected it there and then. But that would have meant, if they wanted to sort of reshoot or whatever, would have meant another day's shooting and much more money. I'll never forget one terrifying incident when a cameraman, who shall be nameless, actually did a whole day's filming and cut everybody's heads off. I don't mean that literally, but when we went to see the rushes the next day, the entire scenes were shot from here down, and nobody could see anyone's head, so of course you can imagine he got the sack.
Yes,
and it put, I don't know how many more £1,000 on the budget.
Lovely. Pick up the telephone, please,
Yeah,
Diana.
sure.
We've got on the line Anita Wilson. Hello, Anita.
Hello.
Hi, you're through to Diana Dors.
Hello, Anita.
Hello, Dad. What was acting like? How is acting different than you first started than today?
Well, it isn't really too much different, Anita, because acting is acting, and it depends what sort of a role you're playing. But these days, of course, with all the modern technology, like video, which we were just discussing, it makes life much quicker and much easier, far less complicated. And, of course, I think there are many more professional people around today than there were a long time ago. Many people in those days were just sort of playing at it. They were a bit amateur.
Has that answered your question?
Yeah.
That's a very
Really
good
good.
question.
Thank you very much for calling us. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I've got nobody on my machine, so I don't know who's coming up now. Is there someone on the line? Hello, is it Beverly? Hello, Beverly.
Hello.
Hello, Beverly Johnson. Hi. What's your
Hi.
question?
Hello.
Hello, what's your
Hello.
question, Beverly? You're through.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
2 wishes.
3.
Three.
Three wishes. Is that you or me?
That's you.
That's me. I never know what to say when I'm being asked a question like that. My mind goes blank. Well, the first thing I'd wish for would be good health, because that's the most important thing in the world. I know it sounds a very corny thing to say, but unless you've got your health, nothing, not even all the money in the world is any good to you. And then after that, I think I would like a few £1 million, and I wouldn't need another wish after that, Beverly, because I could have whatever I wanted.
What would you buy? If you had limitless wealth, what would be the first thing you'd buy?
What would be the first thing I'd buy? Well, I think one of the first things I'd do, actually, is, because, I mean, I've got more or less everything that anybody could want, which sounds very big-headed, but I don't mean it like that. But what I'd like to do is to be able to go and distribute money to people that really need it, and just sort of have the pleasure of seeing the look on their faces, you know, especially people who are ill, people who need kidney machines, and you know, all that sort of thing. That's what I'd like to do with money.
Splendid. Thank you very much for your question.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Jill
Bye.
Galloway. Hello, Jill. Hello, Jill. What's your question?
In the films that you've made, did you ever have any funny episodes happen, like those that were shown in the programme, It'll Be Alright on the Night?
It'll be all right. That was a very funny show. I saw that. I don't think I did, really. No, I'm always being asked that.
Of course you did.
I'm sure I did, but you see, my memory's going. I've been in the business 35 years, and if they were all that funny, they were probably so naughty, I probably couldn't repeat them on Multicoloured Swap Shop, you see, Jill.
Oh, she's climbing up on
I
you.
can't really remember anything, I'm sorry, at this moment, that actually springs to mind, except, of course, the time when Victor Mature, we were making a film at Shepperton called The Long Haul, and Victor Mature, I don't know if you ever heard of him. You probably haven't, because he's a bit beyond your time, I should imagine. But he suddenly decided that he wasn't going to have his whole of his face made up. He was only going to have half of his face made up, because we were doing a scene in a big lorry, and this half of his face was on this side of the camera. It isn't really very funny, but it was quite peculiar at the time.
Okay, thanks very much, Jill. Bye.
Bye.
Beverly, another Beverly. Hello.
Hello?
How long did it take you to do the video of Prince Charming?
How long did it take me? Well, it actually took me about 2 days, and I think the film itself was in production for about a week. But I had 2 wonderful days. You like Adamant?
Yes.
He's lovely, isn't he?
Best wishes for 1982.
Thank you very much, and the same to you.
Thank you.
Bye.
You probably made a complete film in a week, didn't you, in the 50s?
Oh, in the 50s. Yeah, yes, we did, actually. I mean, and yet some of them took months and months and months to do it. It would depend. Of course, the cheaper budget films would take about a week or two.
Rushed through.
Yes, they were rushed
Margaret.
through.
Hello, Margaret.
Hello.
Hello?
You're through to Diana Dors.
Who designed your clothes in Prince Charming?
Who designed my clothes? Well, now I'm going to let you into a secret. That dress that I was wearing, I've had for years and years. I've worn it in cabaret, and I've worn it on television. It's been sort of liberally sprinkled with stars and all kinds of things to make it look a bit more fairy godmotherish, but it's a very old one, and it was designed for me by some dress designers in London. Actually, must be over 10 years ago.
Can I have your autograph, please?
Certainly.
Right, we'll organise that for the first that asks. Thank you very much indeed for the call. Bye.
Bye.
Rachel Clark. Hello, Rachel.
Hello.
Hello, Rachel.
Hello, Rachel.
What's your question for Diana?
Have you learnt to swim since you had your swimming pool put in?
Have I learned to swim since I had my swimming pool? Well, now, for the benefit of those that don't understand Rachel's question, we did a television show from my house a few weeks ago where I've just had a big indoor swimming pool built, and I confess that I really am rather frightened of the water, and I've not yet been up the deep end, but I did take the plunge that night, Rachel, as you probably saw. But I haven't learned to swim since, and I'm still frightened of the water, so perhaps you can come and give me some lessons one day. Are you a good swimmer?
No, I'm learning to swim at the moment.
Oh, it's not easy, is it?
No.
Anyway, keep persevering and don't drown.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Okay, Rachel, thank you very much
Bye.
indeed. We'll take some more calls in a little
All
while.
right.
And I know you brought along a swap as well.
Yes.
We'll have that in a bit.
Yes.
But the time rapidly approaches 12 o'clock on Swap Shop. So once again, it's time for John Craven's news report. Thank you very much, John. And one more call. We've got Lisa Thacker standing by. She'd been waiting while the news was broadcast. Lisa, hello.
Hello, Diana.
Hello, Lisa.
Hello, I wanted to know, how do you keep your hair in such lovely condition?
Well, that is a good question, isn't it? Because, as a matter of fact, it hasn't been in very good condition lately, because as it's so heavily bleached in order to attain this silly kind of blonde look that I have, which I'm known for, and I can't change it now, even if I want to, it really means that it gets very dry and brittle. And so I've been having a lot of oil treatments at my hairdressers recently to sort of get it back into good condition. But I'm lucky because I've got very thick hair. If you've got very thin hair and you want to be this colour, you really have to sort of put up with it breaking off all the time, I'm afraid. What colour's your hair?
Mine's, it's medium kind of blonde.
Medium blonde. Well, that's the colour I used to be, actually. It's been so long since I saw my original colour, I've forgotten what it is. But I'm sure we're the same. Well, if you ever do this, be very careful how you get it done when you grow up.
Well, Mummy's hair is blonde.
Is it? And does she have trouble keeping hers in good condition?
Yes.
Ah, well, tell her to have a few oil treatments. That'll do the trick.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'll pass on the advice to Jimmy Savile.
Yes.
Right, I see you brought your husband along. He's looking very young.
My husband, yes, he is getting younger
Step
and
this
younger
way.
and younger. This is actually Jason Lake, my son.
Hello, Jason.
Hello.
Good
This is
afternoon. A
Noel.
happy New Year to you. And you've brought the swap.
Yes.
Who's that? Does that have a name?
Don't know who that is.
No, right. Well, what's in the box?
And
Well,
that's
this
something.
is a record player,
Is it
and it's just a portable one. You just open it up.
the right way up?
Jason decided he would like to bring that along to swap
I've had
today.
this for quite some time. The only trouble is the needle's a bit bad, but all in all, it's
Well, I'm sure someone can get
It's a
it
bit
in
old,
the-
isn't it, that needle, Jason? I'm
old,
sure
yeah.
it's a Phillips one. I'm sure they could get a nice needle for it.
Yes. Clean
I've
out
had
any-
the needle for years, but nobody ever takes any notice.
You just use this as an excuse to clean out the house, haven't you?
Oh,
Copies of the record as well? You're giving
copies
away?
of the record,
You wanna
yes,
give-
yes.
which
We've
you'll-
got a few copies of Where Did They Go?
Which we'll autograph up.
And which, incidentally, on the other side, I'm doing a song called It's You Again with my other son, Gary, who's 19, and he wrote it, and we do it together. So it's a kind of nice double-sided record,
Well,
isn't
good
it?
luck with that.
Yeah.
Need a
Thank you.
question.
A question? Oh,
Yes,
yes,
please
yes.
set a question.
Question. I think I've mentioned it before, I made a film called A Kid for Two Farthings. Now, in those days, with currency, as it was, 4 farthings made up a penny.
Mm-hmm.
How many farthings were there in a pound?
Gosh, you are old, aren't you?
Oh, stop it!
Don't think I'll get away with that. I might well be found
Oh,
dismembered
yes.
in the car park.
Something dreadful will happen to you after this show.
How many farthings in a pound, please? Answers to Swap Shop. BBC TV, London, W128QT. Answers on a postcard for Diana Dors Swap. What's it like having a mum like this?
well, it's just like having any other mother, but the only difference is she's on television most of the time.
Do you get to see her much, or is she always working?
well, I see her a lot of the time, but most of the time she's working.
And how old are you, Jason?
I'm 12.
So have you any ideas what you're going to do? Have you got a career mapped out yet?
I'm going to be an actor.
You're going to be an actor?
Yes.
What, serious acting, or would you like to get into plays, stage
Well,
film?
whatever, whatever comes up.
You've just done a film, haven't you, Jace?
Yeah, Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Oh, really? You're involved in that?
Yeah.
What did you have to do for that?
Well, I just had to wear a pink mask and smash up the studio.
Fine. A very demanding role. Well, good luck to you. Once again, Happy New Year. Diana, thank you so
Oh,
much for
thank
coming on.
you,
It's been a
Noel,
great
and
pleasure
Happy New
meeting
Year to you.
Thank you very much.
Don't go old too quickly.
Starting to make me feel old, actually. Right, from Swap Shop Studio here in London, we go not that far,